In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how you can carry on as usual during the Chinese New Year holiday season period, as it's guaranteed every single year, and I see so many people freak out about it in Facebook groups and on YouTube channels. Now, don't worry guys, I've got you all covered. You don't need to stop your dropshipping store. You don't need to put it on pause. Everything in today's video is going to teach you how to maintain it and carry on like it's never even happened. So for all the content I'm giving you guys today, I'm going to be giving you templates you can use to put on your product pages, on your emails. So for all the content I'm giving you guys and all the hard work I put into it, I'd just appreciate it if you could like the video, leave a comment whether it be something you want to see in the future on the channel or some kind words, as a YouTube algorithm likes that. And if you want to join the family and hit the subscribe button, then that would also be appreciated, as everybody deserves to win big in 2020, and that's my mission for you guys. Now let's get straight into the content, but before I do, want to say a massive shout out to everybody that's been supporting the channel. We're growing like super fast at the moment, and I just can't say how thankful I am. So let's just get straight into the content and let's just carry on as usual during the Chinese New Year period.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
So guys, let me tell you a little bit about how this is going to affect your dropshipping business in a little bit more detail. Now, just a massive disclaimer, don't freak out about what I'm going to say to you. I just want to be transparent with you and tell you exactly what's going to happen during this period. But like I said, I've got the solutions for you. So everything that I'm going to say to you now, just don't freak out. Everything's going to be fine. So the first thing is, during Chinese New Year 2020, factories shut down a few weeks before the holiday. Don't worry though, many manufacturers will have enough inventory in stock so they can continue selling until the actual week of the holiday period. So what I'm trying to say here is, don't worry about your suppliers not having enough stock. The majority of them will have enough stock to carry on doing your orders for you till the actual week of Chinese New Year. Now, my best recommendation is just message your top selling product suppliers and ask them when are they actually taking time off, so you can be aware of it and you know your expectations for your customers. The next thing is, prior to Chinese New Year, some suppliers might slow down production a week or two in advance. Orders received a week or two before the actual date might be delayed. In addition, orders received during the actual Chinese New Year will experience delays too. So what I'm trying to say here guys is, maybe a week or 2 weeks before Chinese New Year actually happens, you might experience slow delays with your orders. They might actually take a little bit longer to ship out, or they might not even get shipped out till Chinese New Year is finished. So that's something to be aware of. Now, like I said, don't freak out, because I'm going to be getting into exactly how to basically get around this problem and how you can make your customers aware of all of this so you don't get any chargebacks or horrible emails from your customers. So guys, before I actually get into how to get around this and how to prepare for this so you can just carry on as normal, I want to cover this big topic. Everybody's saying, should I just stop doing dropshipping during this period? Now, let me clear this up. Number one, no, you should not stop doing dropshipping. That's one of the most silliest things that I hear come out of people's mouths. Business will always have periods of implications. Now, this is just one implication that's guaranteed to happen every year. And the whole thing about businesses, this is going to happen. In business, you're going to have things that come up and you just have to learn to deal with them. And if you're not willing to deal with them, just don't do business in general, because you're not going to be fit enough for business. Because if you think this is a problem, trust me, you've not experienced half of the things you're going to be experiencing if you think this is a problem. So that's one point that I want to make. The next point is, the key is to plan ahead for implications. So don't worry once you see a hurdle. It's all about learning how to get over that hurdle before that hurdle actually arises. Everybody knows when Chinese New Year is kind of going to take place. We all know like an average of a time what it's going to take place, but what you can do is you can always plan for it every year, and after today's video you'll know how to plan for Chinese New Year every single year. The next point is, stopping will ruin your momentum and your marketing as well. So we all know business is off momentum, and if you're going up in momentum and you're starting to scale or you're starting to see success with the product, if you put a pause on that, trust me guys, the chances of you replicating that again are going to be slim to none. Number one, marketing platforms hate it when you pause campaigns. The same with Facebook. Facebook's probably the best example. As soon as you pause a campaign for longer than 24 hours, say goodbye to that campaign. It's never going to be the same again. So the best thing to do is just carry on, because this is not a game changer. This isn't going to change anything dramatically. It's just going to put a slowdown on certain things. So that's what I'm trying to say to you guys. It's not worth ruining your momentum just because Chinese suppliers are taking a few weeks off. It's just not worth it, guys. The next thing is, look at the positives from this outcome. And the biggest positive out of this outcome, which I'll be getting onto a little bit later in terms of explanations, is you're going to learn to be the best customer service ever. This is the time of the year where it's going to make you do the best customer service going, because obviously you're going to have a few implications with customers and you have to learn to get on with them and deal with them in a good manner for this kind of period. So the best thing that I can say about this is, if you've never done dropshipping before during Chinese New Year, this is the best thing that can happen for you, because it will teach you how to do customer service properly and transparently. Now guys, the bit that you've been waiting for, how to prepare for Chinese New Year so you don't have to put your store on pause and you can just carry on as normal. So the first thing is contact the suppliers to your best selling products and ask them how long are they taken off and what systems they put in place to help you as the dropshipper. So you need to message your AliExpress suppliers or wherever your suppliers are in China, and wherever you contact them through WeChat, WhatsApp, AliChat, whatever you want to call it, whatever you use, and you just want to ask them when are they taking time off and how are they basically putting systems in place so it doesn't ruin your business. Because trust me, people think they just don't care about you. They will have things in place to help you, because to them, they need to make sure that you're okay, because if you're not okay, they're not okay, because they'll lose out on business. So when people freak out and say, oh my god, these people are so careless, they're going to leave my business in a ruin, trust me, they're not. You mean a lot to them, so they will have things in place, especially if you're somebody that's doing a lot of orders and a lot of scaling with that supplier. Now the next thing is use US suppliers. This is probably the most easiest turnaround, easiest like kind of way around this whole problem. Just use a US supplier. Now don't worry, you can use CJ Dropshipping or UDroppy. Those both offer US shipping for the product. Now I'll leave a link to a card that I made about US suppliers, and basically me going into full depth on CJ Dropshipping and UDroppy, because like I said, they do offer US shipping and fulfillment. Now it is a little bit more expensive, but it's definitely worth it if you don't want delays and you don't want customer conversions to drop and chargebacks to arise. So the most easiest way to get around this problem, guys, is just go with UDroppy or CJ Dropshipping, and like I said, I'll leave a link in the card somewhere to the video I made about the whole in-depth video on using those two suppliers. Now the next point is put a notice on your product pages declaring delays may happen due to holiday seasons from January the 15th to February the 1st. Add this to your shipping policies, to your page, to your order confirmations, and to your checkout page. Now what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm actually going to show you how to do all of this in a minute. I'm actually going to go on my laptop and show you on a screen share exactly what I mean by this. Now the next thing is you can also add a coupon code to your product page for the inconvenience because of the holiday season. Now don't worry, what I mentioned at the start of the video about me making some templates for you is this part of the video. So I've actually made a template on what you can put on your product pages to alert your customers that there is going to be a delay in their shipping, but because of that delay you're going to offer them something in return to keep them happy. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to start sharing my screen and show you exactly what I'm talking about and how you can apply some of these templates onto your Shopify store so you're not going to erase any problems with customer chargebacks, and how you're going to keep your customers happy during this holiday season. So guys, you can see I'm in my laptop now. I'm just going to cover exactly what I was on about before. These are the Chinese New Year templates that you're going to want to put on your Shopify store or whatever store you're using, just to make sure that your customers are aware of what's going on, so you're not going to get any chargebacks and you're not going to get any horrible emails, because at the end of the day you don't want that, because that's not good for your business. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add this product description template at the bottom of your product description or at the top. It's completely down to you where you want to put it, but this is exactly what we're going to be putting in there. Due to the holiday season, some orders from the 15th of January to the 1st of February may be delayed. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. For the inconvenience, we want to give you an extra 5% off your order using code We Appreciate You. Now basically you just want to put that little nice message somewhere on your description, because at the end of the day, if you put it on there, it's just going to make people read that and think, you know what, we understand that people have holiday season. So like at the end of the day, as long as you're transparent with your customers, they appreciate that everybody has to go on a holiday, everybody deserves a holiday, and for you to be so nice to them and offer them an extra 5% off their order, they're just gonna be like, you know what, that's really kind of them, I'm happy to carry on with my order. So that's the reason why we're going to do that. Now I'm going to show you exactly where to put this on your Shopify store. So you guys can see I'm on a Shopify store right now, and you can see at the bottom of the description I've put exactly what I've put on that Google Docs sheet, and I've just pasted it at the bottom. Now what I'd also recommend you do is I'd also recommend you make it in bold writing, just so it stands out and customers haven't got an excuse of missing it. Now that's exactly what you want to do as the first step. So let's move on to the next template you want to add to your Shopify store. So guys, the next template you're going to want to add is the shipping name template. So when people check out and they basically go to the cart section, it will say this when they check out. It will say free track shipping, but then it will put small delays due to the holiday season. That way when they check out, they know for sure there is a delay. Now Now, at the end of the day, there's no way a customer can go through this process and not realize that you've been talking to them about a delay. So that means when they buy, they are okay with having that on their mind. So they know at the end of the day, when they bought this, there was a delay. So there's no excuse for them to say, you know what, we want a refund because we didn't know there was a delay. They have to know, because when they check out, and I'll show you this in a minute, they're going to see this red eye. They're just going to see this, like, it's just, I can't explain how like stupid you have to be to miss this out when you put this on your website. So let me just quickly show you exactly where to put this. So guys, you can see I'm back in the Shopify dashboard, and what you want to do is you just want to go to your shipping rates in the shipping section, and you want to go to where you ship. So for example, you can see I've got the top 6, basically the top 5 including the island, and where it says free track shipping, we're going to change that. So we're going to click here, we're going to click edit rate, and we're just going to change this now. We're going to delete this, and we're just going to paste the template in there. Once we pasted the template in there, we're going to click done, and we're going to click done again, and then you can see that's in there as we see, and we're going to want to hit save. And once we hit save, I'm just going to show you exactly how this is going to look now when customers check out using the website. So you guys can see my screen, and this is what it's going to look like when a customer checks out with using that template I just gave you. So where it says shipping method, it says free track shipping, small delays due to the holiday season. So when they read that, there is no chance they're going to miss that notice there. So there's no excuse for them to say, you know what, I don't want to buy this anymore because there's a delay, or I don't want to buy this anymore because it's taken forever. They knew when they purchased exactly what they were getting themselves into. So that's the reason why we put that at the shipping method. Now people are going to say, look Cam, is this going to ruin my conversion rates? At the end of the day, it will ever so slightly decrease your conversions, but trust me, it's not going to be anything really noticeable, but you will ever so slightly lose some customers or potential customers. So guys, let's finish off today's video with the last point, and one of the most important things that you've come to this video for, which is, will Chinese New Year cause customer issues? Now, the first customer issue that this may cause is your store conversion rates will drop ever so slightly. Like I mentioned just a minute ago, your conversion rates will ever so slightly change. Now, that's only if you're using Chinese suppliers still. So if you're still using Chinese suppliers and you have to put those notices and those disclaimers that I've given you on your product pages and on your shipping pages and on your order confirmation pages, then yes, it will ever so slightly drop your conversion rates. But if you're using US suppliers like Dropshipping and CJ, nothing will happen. It will carry on as normal. The next thing is, you shouldn't experience extra chargebacks if you're transparent about the situation, as mentioned on the previous slide and on the previous part of the video. So if you're transparent, you add those notices and you add those disclaimers on your website and on your shipping pages, people know that you're having delays and they will be fine with it as long as they know about it and they are aware of that. So it shouldn't spark any extra chargebacks. You're going to get chargebacks anyway, but this shouldn't spark any more as normal. The next thing is CLV, customer lifetime value, won't be affected if you compensate them with a coupon or a good customer service. So what I mean about customer lifetime value is, will they buy from you ever again during this problem? So you're probably thinking, well, if a customer orders something and it doesn't arrive within a few weeks or a month, they're surely not going to buy from me again. Now, that's not true. As long as you're transparent with them and as long as you offer them some convenience, kind of give back like a coupon code, like I mentioned before, they're going to think, you know what, my customer experience during this actually was amazing. They looked after me. They gave me a coupon code for the inconvenience. They also was very good with their customer service, which means keeping them up to date with what's exactly going on. So if you haven't already, add a tracking to your website so they can keep up to date with what's going on, guys. It's very, very important. The next thing is Facebook ad score. So obviously, when customers buy through Facebook, they will get a questionnaire from Facebook saying, did they have a good experience? Now, it's like I said throughout the whole video, if you're transparent and you give them that compensation, they will not ruin your ad score on Facebook. They'll be completely fine with everything. So guys, that is it for today's video. I hope I've helped you during the Chinese New Year period, and I hope this is going to help your business carry on just like usual. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you leave a comment recommending another video you want to see on the channel, and make sure you like the video too. That would be highly appreciated. Now, I'll see you guys on the next video.